The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River. Persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
It is Wednesday here at FRC Media. I'm Keith Tebow. Thank you for joining us. And joining us as he does most Wednesdays is the Mayor of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan. Mayor, how are you this week? Nice to see you.
Doing great, Keith. How's everything going?
Good. How was your Thanksgiving holiday?
Very nice. I got to go to a couple of the dinners around the city, and I went to my sister's, and everything was fine. We saw a lot of people, and I went over to the football game and got beyond soaked. It was about 2 degrees. It was freezing, and I made it home. I'm happy.
Well, but it was good to see Durfee win too. I know when I was in the high school, late 70s, early 80s, we didn't have too much success on Thanksgiving, but that's okay. It's always good when they win.
Great win for the kids.
Absolutely. All right, Mayor, I actually want to start with the school department. There was another negotiating session last week prior to Thanksgiving with the school committee and the Florida Educators Association on a new teacher's contract. Things still seem to be in flux. The union has made some proposal changes. I guess, as we head toward the end of the year, how do you view the negotiations as how they've been going recently?
I think there's been progress made with the cooperation of both sides. I see us getting a little closer. We're inching along, and I'm hoping that next week there is some progress. But it's a give and take. It takes time. I don't think either side's doing anything wrong or inappropriate. I think if you start at a point that's extremely low and the other point starts at extremely high, then you got to find somewhere in the middle. And I think we're moving our way to the middle right now. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that cool heads prevail and people get this done.
I know in terms of the salary proposals, I know it's closer than where it has been. The union has come down on some of their higher graded, if you will, more seniority members. And they've actually, I believe, met where the city is right now in terms of those earlier steps. So there's some gaps closed there. And I also know that, Keith Michon, the president of the FREA, is extremely pleased over the parental leave provisions. He says it's transformational and really something that's important. One of the things that I've noticed is that both sides have been sharing a lot of information on social media. And sometimes, on either side, I know that Mr. Michon said sometimes things may be interpreted a different way. I know transparency is good, but sometimes interpreting what is said is an issue. Have you seen that in terms of what you've been able to see how this has been portrayed to the public?
Yeah, I think when you take like snippets or pieces of either side's proposals or either side's comments, it can shine a weird light on it, and people think that, oh, that's what they meant or that's what they said, and it doesn't play well for both sides. But if you remember, this is a unique negotiating session because it's very public. I mean, usually these things are held in conference rooms with tables and charts and graphs, and it's different. It's just, this is out in public and people sit there and watch, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a different way of doing it. But at the same time, I think it leads to this social media or this media putouts that make people say, well, this is what they meant when they said that, and this is what they meant when they said that. So it's interpreting what's being said, but it's just casting it in the light which is favorable to your side.
Yeah. The next negotiating session, I believe, is on December 16th with the teachers as we move forward. One thing that the city has proposed mediation. The union has said they have no interest in mediation, and actually the union is asking for yourself and maybe another member of the school committee to be part of the next bargaining session. Is that anything you're interested in at all?
Well, we have a school committee meeting Monday. I'll probably talk to the other members about that a little bit, but it's not really so. I haven't been there for all of the discussions that have gone on up to. I've only seen little pieces of it here and there. I have tremendous confidence in our superintendent and in the representatives for the administration side. So I'm not really. I'm confident that we're making progress and we're getting it done without Paul Coogan or someone else putting their finger on the scale at those negotiating sessions. I think we can all have a position that comes out to be in the middle and good for both sides.
Yeah. All right. Shifting gears. Last night at the city council meeting, during the finance committee, there was latest discussion about the Bank Street Armory. I know we've had the discussion here about interest from a museum and research facility in New York, looking potentially to use that space. Any updates on that? Are they still showing interest, and what is their plan?
I got a couple of emails, one Friday, one this morning from them. Again, we're still kicking around ideas with them. We're talking about ways we can maybe help them with what they want to do over there. But we have to go back in there again with the plans that they've drawn up and see what that would cost out like. It's just another step in the ladder of trying to get this thing to the finish line. I mean, it's funny because, that thing's been vacant for 11 years and now everybody wants to weigh in on it when, through this administration working with the council, we finally try to get something going and now everybody's, where are we? That's one thing I've learned about this job being mayor. Sometimes you have to be a little patient to let everything, fall into place and get stuff done. There's a lot going on in the city that we've used that mindset with. Just let it work its way along and we'll get there. And I'm going to hope that the same thing happens with the Armory. We're inactively, like I said, I got an email this morning from one of the people down in New York, and I'm glad that we're in contact and we'll work our way through it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. As we head through the rest of December, a lot of holiday events coming up. I want to spend some time to promote some of them. The first one, of course, one of the biggest events in the city all year, taking place this Saturday. It's going to be the 40th anniversary of the Children's Holiday Parade down South Main Street. And, hopefully everything hangs out there weather-wise. It's always a great event for the kids in the community every year.
It's a great day. It's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be sunny and cool, like around 37, 38. So bundle up and come on out and watch the parade. And if you stick around, we're going to have an event going on right here at Government Center with the tree lighting following up after. So we'll have some food trucks here and some music, and come on down and enjoy the day. And let's get the season kicked off right. A lot of good stuff going on in the city of Fall River. There's a bunch of events going on, so keep your eye out and go out and have some fun. The weather is going to be getting warm again next week, so it gives you ample opportunity to come out and see all the sights.
Yeah, absolutely. And, what has now become, I guess, a tradition here in the city, thanks to the efforts of your office and some sponsors, is the holiday concert that's going to be held at Durfee High School on the 20th, again, featuring one of the initial winner of the voice competition, Javier Colon, and he's also going to be joined by Madison Corballo, if I hope I pronounced that right, for the holiday concert this year at Durfee High School. Still plenty of tickets available between now and the 20th, right?
Yeah, there's something to move out, and it's $10. And in our partnership with the Fall River Police Department, their organization called LEAF, all of the $10 proceeds from the tickets go to the toy drive for the police department because of our gracious support from Bristol County Savings Bank. They literally fund the concert, and the ticket revenue all goes to buy toys for kids to make their Christmas better. It's a great partnership with Bristol County Savings and the city, and we got a tremendous act. It's Javier Colon and his band, and Madison is another excellent singer that was, I think, top 10 in last year's Voice of the Year before. But it's going to be a good show, opened up again by the Durfee Chorus, so we'd love to see a full house there. We've been close to that the last few years, so come on out and spend an evening listening to good Christmas music and have some fun.
And I know that we talked a lot this year about the new trolley that the city has used in terms of tourism season. It's been a very big success for Fall River this year, and the trolley is going to be out and about as well with the Holiday Harmonies trolley tour. That's on the 22nd of December, and it's going to make 5 stops across the city, starting at 3 o'clock, around 3 o'clock at Good Shepherd Parish. Then it's going to head to the Fall River Police Department on Pleasant Street, St. Anthony of the Desert Church on Northeastern Avenue, then United Methodist Church on Highland Avenue, and then it's going to wrap up its tour at the Viva Fall River Visitor Center on Granite Street. Any of those locations, you'll be able to meet the trolley and hear some great, again, another concert that's going to be great this time of year.
Right. It's a traditional caroling group that we brought in from Boston in their traditional garments. They'll get off the trolley and get their microphones and sing some Christmas songs. About 20 minutes at each stop. And each of the stops have different things like hot chocolate or games or whatever we can do for the kids. And it's going to make its rounds all over Fall River. So we think that'll be something unique. And the Christmas music will be blaring. And we'd love to see people come out to whatever stops closest to your neighborhood. Come on by and see these carolers. They're going to do a great job for us.
And I know, it's a great way for neighborhoods to sort of come together because you've got South End, North End, and every place in between that the trolley is going to stop. So it's a good opportunity, as we do with the summer in the parks in the summer. They're located in different sections of the city, and that's how neighbors become neighbors, right? It's a good part of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Mayor, I just wanted to say that this is actually going to be our last weekly interview for 2024. I'm going to be taking some time off over the next few weeks, and then when I get back, it's going to be Christmas. So I just want to thank you and your staff for being very accommodating with us throughout the year to do these weekly interviews. And I wish you and your family and everyone there in Government Center the best holiday season and Happy New Year. I really do appreciate your support.
No problem, Keith. And of course, we want everyone to have a great Christmas season, tremendous holidays. Stay safe, stay warm, and I'll say this, but I'm sure I'll see